Lost Island release date is coming. The next community vote to be real world dinos again. And a special 50k subscriber special. You're right kids, it's Ross Clark and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So Lost Island, the 5th mod map to join the official roster that's coming out this year, that's going to be centered around a primitive real world dino environment that we've not seen for the longest time ever. Whilst the devs haven't confirmed it's going to be very much less tech inclined, it is certainly believed to be. The map alone certainly presents a prehistoric vibe. The new dinosaurs that are going to be added to the map all possess tech repelling abilities. Of course, there's one more to be included yet, but we don't know what that is, but I'll get to that in just a moment. But the map Lost Island was touted to be coming out this year, sometime we didn't know exactly when, with most of us believing it was going to be October-November time. Well, it appears a release date is going to be offered to us very, very soon. Although a lot of the team at Studio Wildcard are very quiet at the moment. It's August, it's holiday time. Said our community manager popped out a tweet yesterday just asking how we was. Of course, whenever Said puts a tweet out there, people start coming at him with all the questions under the sun, including one very important one. Has there been any rough dates for the new map or dino, courtesy of Mr. Fitz Collector? And the reply from Cedric was they are getting closer to nailing down a window, which means we are going to have something very concrete very, very soon. Of course, they've been awaiting a certain period after Gen Part 2 to allow the hype of that map perhaps to calm down a little before they start hyping up the next map. And I feel we're there. I feel everybody who's played Gen 2 is getting to that point of, okay, we're ready to move on to a new map. I'm not quite there myself, but I can agree we are certainly getting there. And I think it's going to be time. In the next couple of weeks, we are going to hear something from the devs. Watch this space. And if you've not seen anything about Lost Island so far, I've got a little video where I checked out the mod in its current form that's available to play right now. Go check it out, I'll leave a link in the description. So the community votes for the second creature to be added to Lost Island. It's now been done. It's been picked to be the Dinopithecus, the monkey ape throwing poop grenades that are going to stun tech. It's interesting. I'm excited to see what it's all about. A lot of you certainly agree that it's a great creature to join the roster, offering some great abilities, but then not long after that, the devs revealed there was going to be a second vote coming. It's happening again. I reported about this a few weeks ago, with some speculation surrounding this second vote isn't going to be the third creature for Lost Island. In fact, it's going to be a vote that's after Lost Island drops. It appears, the way the devs have replied to it, it seems to be the case, with the devs picking the third option themselves, which they haven't revealed yet, so hopefully we'll get something about that soon. But a lot of us were led to believe, okay, if it's for a new map, of course there being another mod map to join the official roster after Lost Island, is it going to be a more fantasy based map, and therefore can we do fantasy based creature submissions? Well, it appears no, you cannot. The question was put to Sed once again by Cosmic Saturday. Any word yet on if the next vote will be mythical creatures or real world again? Sed replied it will indeed be real world again. We're back again with the prehistoric dino votes that you did before. Which is interesting to see because we've been through this process before, we've done it. People submitted all of their creatures, we went through the voting process and we picked the best ones, the top 10 creatures that made it into that final official vote, of which you then voted for to be the number one pick that was going to be added into the map. What I find interesting about this is if we're going down that route once again, it's a bit of a shame for all of those dinos that got into that top 10 to have to go through that whole process all over again. Now, it wasn't the greatest of processes. There was a lot of issues surrounding influence, with some great suggestions of it being a more staggered vote. I did a video on this before. I'll leave a link in the description on how they may change the vote next time around. But what we do know is it's definitely going to be real world dinos once again. So it's going off. When is his second vote going to happen? We don't know. It could be way late into the year. If it's going to be for something that's after Lost Island, then I imagine that's probably going to be the case. But what dino do you think it should be? Comment below, let me know. Let's go down this road again and see what is the next community submission creature going to be favoured as being your next most wanted creature. And lastly, it's a shout out to me. It's 50k subscriber time. Yes, we hit 50,000 subscribers just last week, and it's just a phenomenal goal to have reached. Of course, you probably saw my video out and about screaming like a madman about hitting such a huge milestone that I'm incredibly grateful for. And I wanted to do something very special for you, but sadly, I've been trying to gain permission from a certain local shopping centre for me to attend that place in some shape or form. And sadly, today, they told me it's a no-go. They won't allow it because of health and safety, security concerns. So sadly, it's a bust. So we're going to have to park that idea for now. But I really wanted to do something special for you to celebrate and thank you for reaching this huge milestone. So I've prepared a little montage of my journey of getting to this magic moment that I'll leave at the end of the video. But before we get to that, I just wanted to quickly run through my journey of getting to this point. Of course, I was always into ARK and into YouTube, not uploading very frequently over the last few years, but last year, of course, COVID happened and I was out of a job. I was put in a place where I had to decide, okay, I need to get a job or I can try and pursue being a full-time YouTuber. And it's been hard work, it really has. It's been a year and a half of grinding to get to a point now where it's just about sustainable, and it really is just about sustainable. And it is a real honour to have gotten to this point and to have been supported by so many of you. And it all started, at least for me, with this video where I found the tech giga you could actually spawn in and raise on Gem Part 1, not long after the map came out. So I did a quick video on this showcasing how it was done. But the game-changing moment for me was this collaboration with Mr. Jade Plays Games. Jade took it upon himself to do a little collab with me to showcase what I had discovered. And from this video collaboration alone, Jade gave me so much more confidence to push this idea to be a YouTuber. And I'm so thankful to Jade. It's obvious if you follow my Twitter that we've become pretty good friends, and I hope one day, Jade, we get to meet in person and have a good crack, because you are an upstanding, wicked guy who's become my absolute YouTube guru, who's just given me the best pieces of advice ever throughout this journey of getting to this point. And I really do owe this journey from where it all began to you, mate. And if you're watching this, you were certainly probably the first person that really believed in me, that helped me push this to be a thing. And I will never forget that, mate. And of course, through Jay's advice, I found that reporting the news, the ARK community news, was something that became a very popular thing, very popular feature that you, of course, and many of you, of course, tune into. That's your bread and butter for you of why you're subscribed to me. And it's what I love doing. I love sharing news about what's going on in the world of ARK. And I hope I do it in a professional and entertaining manner that certainly seems to be going somewhere. And I thoroughly enjoyed learning, evolving, in how to execute the best news video possible, because ultimately you want the news, but you want the news in a very fun, entertaining format, and I feel like we're getting there, and we have only just begun. There is so much more news to cover in the future. Of course, ARK 2 is coming out next year, hopefully late next year, and I can't wait to get stuck into that, including, of course, all of the new maps that are coming out between here and then. Lost Island, there is other maps coming out, and it's going to be a great journey going through this with you and keep reporting what I can as quick as I can to you. And along the way, I've made so many great friends along this journey, so many content creators out there, including, of course, the main man, Mr. Bitmore Dave, who you, of course, see me in many videos today. And our friendship through collaboration came so far, I was even invited to his wedding, which I am so grateful for, and it was such a great time to be there and just have a good laugh with Dave and, of course, his wife and all of Dave's friends as well. It was really, truly an awesome time. But it certainly doesn't end there with Dave. There are so many people that I've come to know, and I certainly hold as great friends within the ARK community that I'm truly honoured to have met. And some of them, of course, all jumped into my Gen 1 final episode of my Let's Play for that. If you didn't catch it, I'll leave a link in the description, because it was an epic moment of bringing everyone together. People that have inspired me throughout years of playing ARK. It's still quite surreal that I'm on this level with them now, and there's so many new cool collaboration ideas coming out in the future. And what else does the future hold? Of course, the interviews you seem to really enjoy, and it's something I enjoy. That one-to-one experience with people that I've never met before, and just illustrating a series of questions through a bit of stress-induced torture is just something I'm really, really enjoying, and I hope to do this as regularly as possible. I hope every week I get at least one of these out. I can't say I'm going to definitely. It's certainly hard to get somebody on board. I know a lot of you are asking for Syntac, but come on, one step at a time. while Syntac is certainly a great content creator, and I know you would love to see an interview from him, Syntac, in my opinion, is certainly a league away that I've certainly got to put the effort into showcasing how I can do these in order to hopefully get people like him. But there's so many other great big ARK YouTubers out there that I hope I get to interview in the future. But there's so many smaller YouTubers out there that you don't know about, that you need to know about, that I've been watching throughout the years of playing ARK that have directly inspired me to do what I do now. So we'll see how it goes, but I certainly want to make sure you get at least one interview a week. Fingers crossed we'll keep to that schedule. The memes. You seem to like the memes and the ARK short reactions. I love doing it. It was really fun. And I'm certainly going to do that again. You've all asked for it once again, so I'm going to figure out how I can do that. Hopefully I'll get another one out tomorrow, but more than anything, just to shout out other content creators, shout out the community. This is what I love doing with what I'm doing, is just helping to connect the ARK community together. As cheesy as it sounds, I know, pure cheese, I'm all about the cheese. Just getting people, the ARK community, just getting them in touch with other people that they may not know about, and just inspiring, connecting, creating content, creating fun times around a game we all love to play. This is what it's all about for me, and I hope I will continue on to do this for the infinite future. But certainly one thing that I want to bring back that I dabbled with last year is survival horror games. This is where it started for me. This is how I got into ARK in the first place. Survival in its truest sense, being scared to my very wits, is where it all began. Of course, Resident Evil was a big part of that, but there are so many awesome horror games out there that I can't wait to play. I'm going to try and do a bit of a feature, maybe once a week. I don't know, like a Fear Friday or something, maybe after we finish the Gen 2 Let's Play. But I'm hoping it won't detract too much away from my ARK content, because ARK content is certainly what I'm all about. I don't want the community to feel like I'm moving away from ARK, but I really want to showcase this is where my survival love was born. And of course, you know, watching someone get scared is always entertaining. And I'm certainly going to need to purchase a few new sets of brown trousers. And there we go, I will leave you with my 50k montage. Thank you all for your support throughout this time to get to this point. It means so much to me, it really, really does. I never believed I would get this far, and I'm just incredibly thankful to everybody, including my family and friends. All have been supportive throughout this journey to get this far. But of course, there's a big milestone to come now. We're halfway to the 100k. Can we get there? Maybe, hopefully, maybe the end of this year, some people have said. I don't know, it's a bit tight, we'll have to wait and see. But let's just now celebrate the big 50k. Thank you all. My name's Ras Clark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And as always, peace out.
The camera's left me. But what? Oh my god. How's it going, people? It's Ras Clark here, and I'm coming at you with a bit of a discovery. As you can see behind me is what appears to be a
Semi-naked woman running chase off. Judge me for what my exploits do. I'm locked onto those saves and scooping hard. Yeah, I'm duping hard, but you cried a wild card. Oh, talking with Cedric, what's a writing this year? I've been anticipating this one since Ragnarok. I really feel like it's gonna be the new
and then Puppy with the super melee, the super stamina, they come down, they swoop, they kill anything they want. I'm telling you, Griffin's overall, though we did it! Good! 1,000 to super bear, 1,000 subscribers! Whoop, whoop, whoop.
But what are the patch notes. What is the patch all about?
That's one mean mother. Though I haven't saw like the Magi. Oh, it's a bloody Dodo Exo! Oh man.
This is the water of the Bible party.
210.
He's half health now.
I've certainly got a long way to go. In at number 2, the Toxic Kid. You've all got one of them. Right, here we go. It's in the trap, it's in the trap. 10,000 subscribers. Oh my god, 10,000 subscribers. Here's good help. You gotta keep it going. You gotta poop! A dodo! There it is! A dodo! And
Go for it. Go for it.
that's a good idea, actually. Oh, thanks all for tuning in. My name's Ross Clark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, peace out.